Benito Mussolini was born on July 29 in 1883 in Dovia di Padapio, Florida, Italy. Mussolini's father, Alessandro, was a blacksmith and an impassioned socialist who spent much of his time on his politics and much of his money on his mistress. His mother, Rosa, was a devout Catholic teacher who provided the family with some stability and income.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
In 1902, Benito Mussolini moved to Switzerland to promote socialism. He quickly gained a reputation for his magnetism and remarkable rhetorical talents. While engaging in political demonstrations, he caught the attention of Swiss authorities and was eventually expelled from the country. Mussolini returned to Italy in 1904 and continued promoting a socialist agenda. He was briefly imprisoned and, upon release, became editor of the organization's newspaper Avanti, meaning forward, which gave him a larger megaphone, expanding his influence across the country. In 1915, Mussolini joined the Italian army and fought on the front lines, reaching the rank of corporal before being wounded and discharged from the military. On March 23, 1919, Benito Mussolini founded the Fascist Party, which organized several right-wing groups into a single force. The fascist movement proclaimed opposition to social class, discrimination, and supported national sentiments. Mussolini hoped to raise Italy to its level of its great Roman past. Mussolini criticized the Italian government for weakness at the Treaty of Versailles, capitalizing on public discontent. Following World War I, he organized a paramilitary unit known as the Black Shirts, who terrorized political opponents and helped increase fascist influence. As Italy slipped into political chaos, Mussolini declared that only he could restore order and was given the authority in 1922 as Prime Minister. He gradually dismantled all democratic institutions. By 1925, he had made himself dictator, taking the title of the leader. Impressed with Italy's early military successes, German dictator Adolf Hitler sought to establish a relationship with Benito Mussolini. Flattered by Hitler's overtures, Mussolini interpreted the recent diplomatic and military victories as proof of his genius. In 1939, Benito sent support to fascists in Spain during the Spanish Civil War, hoping to expand his overall influence. That same year, Italy and Germany signed a military alliance known as the Pact of Steel. With Italy's resources stretched to capacity, many Italians believed Mussolini's alliance with Germany would provide time to regroup. Influenced by Hitler, Mussolini instituted discrimination policies against the Jews in Italy. Hitler's invasion of Poland and declaration of war with Britain and France forced Italy into war, however, and exposed weakness in its military. Greece and North Africa soon fell, and only German military intervention in early 1941 saved Mussolini from a military coup. Mussolini speaking to Italy after declaring war on the U.S. This is another day of solemn decision in Italy's history and of memorable events destined to give a new course to the history of continents. The powers of the Steel Pact, Fascist Italy, and nationalistic Socialist Germany, ever closely linked, participate from today on the side of heroic Japan against the United States of America. The Tripartite Pact becomes a military alliance which draws around its colors 250 million men determined to do all in order to win. Neither the Axis nor Japan wanted an extension of the conflict. One man only, a tyrannical democrat, through a series of infinite provocations, betraying with a supreme fraud the population of his country, wanted the war and had prepared for it day by day with diabolical intensity. The formidable blows that on the immense Pacific expanse have been already inflicted on American forces show how prepared are the soldiers of the Empire of the Rising Sun. I say to you, and you will understand, that it is a privilege to fight with them. Today, the Tripartite Pact With the plenitude of its forces and its moral and material resource, it's a formidable instrument for the war and a certainty for victory. Tomorrow, the Tripartite Pact will become an instrument of just peace between the peoples. Italians, once more arise and be worthy of this historical hour. We shall win.